Welcome up today for our second and final game in these nine-man provincials here in Kamloops at Hillside Stadium. I'm Jackson Harvey.
And I'm Byron Dargatz, welcoming you back to the second game. As Jackson had said here, now we are facing off the Kamloops Broncos, defending their home turf as they host the Adam nine-man provincials, facing off against the Prince George Axemen.
We'll start with some player introductions here, starting with the Prince George Stashers. And we will go with first, number 5, Clark McKay. Number 7, Dawson Cripps. Number 8, Justin Lutz. Number 9, Ryan Shaw. Number 10, Judah Kerryliuk. Number 12, Braden Flett. Number 24, William Boyce. Number 33, Benjamin Sullivan. Number 34, Parker Gibb. Number 52, Brody Lefavor. Number 54, Noah Lank. Number 56, Dayton Pittman. Number 80, Isaac Lank. And number 82, Aaron Olson. The head coach being Mike Kerryliuk. And that kick is received, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll go with the Kamloops starting lineup.
After the replay?
After the replay.
And we might want to make a possible correction if Jackson had possibly said the name wrong. They are the Prince George Stashers, not the Axemen. We have made our mistake. The name is different for the different age groups.
And here we go. We can do the Kamloops Broncos. 7, Joshua Rao. Number 23, Jamari Tate. Number 30, Malcolm Danford. Number 31, Alexander Johnston. Number 32, Adam Smith. Number 33, Reed Lokeed. Number 37, Chance Moore. Number 44, Anthony Guerra Betson. Number 47, Max Cook. Number 49, Dalen Dunlop. Number 56, Liam Melovic. Number 60, Cameron Boggy. Number 61, Cash Minion. Number 62, Sheldon Atkin. Number 63, Tino DeZiba. Number 77, Jonathan Hicks. Number 81, Carter Baines. Number 82, Colby Wood. Number 84, Issa Zhao. Number 86, Connor Rowland. Number 88, Rowan Munson. And number 95, Alex Voltwider. As we see number 9 taking it for the first down for the Prince George Stashers. That's Ryan Shaw, and your head coach, of course, for the Kamloops Broncos, Dave Arthurs. And Byron, we're really excited about this matchup in the Adam Provincial Championships of the 9-man.
No doubt about it. We are just seeing the introductions of these teams, and I can definitely say one thing about the Prince George Stashers. They are a very big team for Adam, just like their Pee Wee team was that we just saw a couple hours earlier. But you see the Kamloops Broncos, they're not a very large team. They look to have some size. Their defense doesn't seem to be as effective as the Victoria Spartans, as we saw in the last game. But I hope to see a competitive game here to make up for that rather lopsided one that we just witnessed.
Yeah, let's hope so, as they're under center there. Number 9 getting the ball, and he is swallowed up by this Kamloops Broncos defensive line. If there's one thing that Dave Arthurs told me about what he is going to do to set the pace today, it is a blitzing style defense coming right out of the gate.
As a former Adam coach myself, I know one of the most successful ways to play defense is to blitz, because a lot of young kids, they are a little bit hesitant when they're playing offense. They don't want to be hit, but they know that they have to keep going. So blitzing them really makes them hesitate a lot more than they normally do.
Number 9, again with the carry, that's Ryan Shaw. He is brought down hard by this Kamloops Broncos defense, punishing him, of course, and that's third down and around 11 for the Stashers. And again, with the size of benches this game, Byron, the Prince George team with the disadvantage.
Yeah, definitely. We've counted on the roster. We count 14 players playing for the Prince George Stashers today. And you see the Broncos, they definitely have the advantage by about 8 players. That's a substantial amount of players, and I hope that the Broncos can use that to their advantage. As number 80.
Isaac Lank, he's brought down deep in the backfield. Turnover on downs, 1st and 10 Kamloops Broncos, and that's exactly what they needed to start this game off.
No doubt about it. A strong defensive series to start this game off. It's a really good start for the Broncos. I want to see how their offense performs. We've gotten a tip that some of the players that will be carrying the ball. Let's have Jackson follow up with that.
They are, yeah, we've got I believe Jamari Tate is a big run ball carrier, number 23. And I believe he is a third-year player in this Adam division. And it's really remarkable what Coach Dave Arthurs told me about him. Over 500 rushing yards this season, along with the quarterback today having over 500 passing yards at 62. Sheldon Atkin, and he's throwing it, and he's showing why he has over 500 passing yards. Yards after catch is immense, and he looks like he's got the speed, and he will go all the way, folks.
That's going to be touchdown Broncos. That's
number 84, Issa Jau, and they strike first touchdown.
Now, that was a really impressive throw there by number 62, Sheldon Atkin. That was quite the throw there, and you see it complete also to number 84. Issa Jau. Quite the catch there, and the run after the catch, that was really impressive. You also see another quick strike by an offense in the beginning of these provincial games. Last game, it was the Victoria Spartans and the quarterback, William Chardonnau. And it was a really impressive start with his run to start the game. Now you see the pass completion to number 84, Issa Jau. And it's a really impressive start. Now we have a 6-0 score just to start this game off. And wow, there's been under 6 minutes gone.
Sheldon Atkin showing why he had over 500 yards passing this past season. Is that point after is no good, making a score 6-0 in favor of the Kamloops Broncos. And the arm on these 8 and 9-year-old boys, like I thought I saw some Pee Wee team playing out there, but no, they're Adam kids, and it's pretty remarkable, Byron.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Jackson. One thing I'm seeing on this Barron Championship Rings replay, they look like Pee Wee teams. They don't look like Adam teams. Me and Jackson both. Jackson currently this year is a coach of the Chilliwack Adam Red team, where he is hailing from. Both me hailing back from Chilliwack as well. But I coached last year, and the Adam division, you don't see a lot of big teams like this, especially down in Chilliwack. Even the Langley teams, they're not that big. The interior teams, they must have something in that food. You never know.
Yeah, you don't know. It could be the food, could be the water. You know, I heard there's some nuclear reactor plants outside the city just waiting to just boost the growth, you know.
Since when is there a city named Chernobyl in British Columbia?
I don't know. It's Chernobyloops or something over here.
Okay, that might be your best one yet, Jackson.
I'm pretty funny.
Solid.
Kickoff. Oh, it's a great onside kick, and Kamloops gets the ball back. 1st and 10, Kamloops Broncos, and they are setting the pace today in these provincial championships.
Now, I see one thing. Number 62, Sheldon Aitken. He is making a statement so far. First with the passing touchdown on the first play from scrimmage, and now with the fumble recovery on the kickoff. You see on the Barron Championship Rings Replay. You see working through, and you see number 21 of the Stashers. We don't have a number 21 of the Stashers, actually. So he's a mystery man, Stashers. And he misjudged the ball, and he didn't go for it, and allowed Sheldon Aitken to recover the ball for the Broncos. We see how their offense can take control now with a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, it looks like they're out in the shotgun. Dave Arthurs told me that was happening. Flag on the play, ball is dead. Procedure against the Broncos. And Coach Arthurs told me today that he does like to start in the shotgun and occasionally go under center, much like the Victoria Spartans, who did just win their provincial championships in the 9-man division for Pee Wees.
Now, I definitely say one thing that's impressive, seeing the shotgun in Adam football. That's really impressive, because me and Jackson, we didn't have shotgun until we were in Bantam. We have to be totally honest. It's ridiculous how advanced these kids are compared to what we were. And we were only playing Bantam like 4 years ago.
Yeah, and if we did it in JB, it was a little pistol formation. It wasn't a shotgun like this one.
Absolutely.
And it's ran by number 62, Sheldon Atkin. He's got the corner, and he's tackled hard out of bounds. Flag on the play, 64. We don't have a 64, but he made an awesome tackle.
Okay, well, yeah,
make that 54. Let's just say 54. Noah Lank.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Yeah, that actually is a 54.
That's a 54.
I don't see a 64 there. Well, again, at least Jackson corrected his own mistake. Made quite the tackle there, but he looked to have been out of bounds to be a late hit, and that'll be a personal foul for 15 yards. That's definitely something you don't want to do on the air of Prince George. As we just saw, the other Prince George team, the Axemen in the Pee Wee division, they had just beaten themselves with penalties and making costly decisions on the defensive end. I don't want to see the same mistakes happen to the same city back-to-back games.
Timeout, Prince George, and that will come at the 5 minute and 47 seconds left in the first quarter. And, of course, our score being 6-0 already. And, gee, that they have been explosive. And after only 2 plays, they've really established themselves as a threat everywhere, passing and running.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there, Jackson. You see, after 2 plays, they've gained probably about 70 yards. That's pretty good for about a 35-yard average per play. We know it's early, but that's still staggering numbers, especially for a team at such a young age.
Yes, and as you see, the defensive coordinator for the Prince George Stashers coming out there making some adjustments, and Kamloops Broncos in the gun again. Atkin, quarterback. And we'll get started here. Defense just offside, but...
No, I believe that is going to be a legal procedure.
Offside defense.
Oh.
5-yard penalty, repeat first down. As I believe they have to call it offside if they do cross the line of scrimmage.
Okay, well...
Which it looked like that happened. Or if they touch the other players, which involves crossing the line of scrimmage. Nevertheless, first and 5 for the Kamloops Broncos.
Now you see here the Kamloops Broncos, they're taking advantage of the hard count of their quarterback, Sheldon Aitken. It's really impressive to see a kid at such a young age have such control of his team. It's really impressive, and I'm hoping he has a big day today.
62, Atkin in the gun. Flag on the play. Procedure against
Their
the
tight
offense.
end seems a little bit antsy. I believe that's...
I hope we see the replay because...
I don't believe we're going to see a replay of a short penalty, Jackson, but hey, you can always have hope.
Yeah, that's okay. Nevertheless, it's 1st and 10 again, just like it never happened.
Yeah, why did we have the 2 penalties? Nothing really changed now.
Nothing really changed. So we'll see Kamloops come out again, as you don't really see a hard count usually in Adam, as they go under center for the first time today, Atkin, and there's motion in the backfield, and number...
his number's there somewhere.
But he carried the ball, of course.
It looks to be, I'm going to say, that's 23 carrying the ball. That'd be Jamari Tate carrying the ball to the outside, taking the first run of this game.
Second
First being a quarterback scramble. It'll be second down and 7. Short game, but still quite the opportunity. Almost gets the spin move, tackled on the play by number 56, Dayton Pittman of the Stashers. Well, see, I've heard he's quite the defensive player for the Stashers, and I want to see him have an impact on today's game, maybe evening out the score a little bit more.
Here we go, under center again, as they give it to the fullback, I think. Yep. And he's group tackled on the play by a few of the Stashers, and can't really see a number there. I'm going to go with number 33, Reed Lokeed.
See Baron Championship rings replay. We can see who had the
Hopefully
ball.
we can see who had the ball.
Yep, it's a number 30.
33, Reed Lokeed.
Nice guess there, Jackson. Also tackled on the play by number 7, Dawson Cripps. And let's see a 3rd down and about 4 here for the Broncos. I want to see them convert this and maybe get some more points on the board.
See them probably run it. Oh, they ran the Howard count. They need to snap that. Flags on the play. And we'll see if it's offside or procedure. A lot of movement on that offensive and defensive lines early. So we'll see what the call is. Procedure, offense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down. So that would make it 3rd, around 8 for the Broncos, and that kills them, Byron.
Yeah, it definitely does, but I want to see... Maybe they'll go back to the air here, the Broncos will. I want to see them chuck a ball and maybe see if they can go in the end zone. With the short end zone, I want to see how that's going to change the plan of attack. Normally, as former players who played in the Canadian end zones with the massive 20-yard end zones, I'm wondering how they can attack. Do they attack deep, or do they look to just hit a goal line pass?
Well, he's under center right now is Atkin with I formation behind him, as it's a pitch to 23 rather. Jamari Tate makes some moves, and he's in the end zone for the score. That's 84 rather. Issa Zhao for his second touchdown of the day, Byron.
Yeah, again, you see there, Issa Zhao having quite the impact already. His second touchdown of the game. Only 8 minutes into this game so far, but you see he has quite the shiftiness, and nobody can catch him. He's got that lightning speed that you look for in a receiver and running back, almost in the mold of a Marshall Faulk type player who can do it all.
Yeah, and I believe he's kicking, Byron. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I see him kicking there.
Maybe call him Ocho Cinco.
Yeah, that's Issa Zhao with the kick, and it is good. 14-0 for the Kamloops Broncos in the first quarter of play, and demanding lead so far by the Kamloops Broncos in their home field here. Coincidentally, this is the first time that Kamloops has been in the provincials, and the provincials have been held at home, Byron.
Yeah, it's an amazing feat there. Right now they're demanding the respect of the Prince George Stashers with a 14-0 lead at this current time. But 14-0 lead at this current time. They only had the 1 2-point convert, as it is in the Pee Wee and JV age groups. If you kick a convert, it's worth 2 points, and if you run it in, it's only worth 1. It's a rule change that kind of sways the outcome of many of the games, because at the young age they find it a lot easier to just run it in rather than kick it, because at a young age you don't see kickers like Jamari Tate, especially at this young age.
Issa Zhao with the kick. It's bouncing. It looks like it's close to being going out of bounds.
Yeah, excuse me there. There was Issa
There's a
Zhao
flag
on the
play.
kick.
They're going to whistle it dead. Procedure on the kicking team?
Yeah, it looks like one of their players was offside. I believe it was one of the guys
that
on
would be
the
offside.
side.
This is procedure. It's different.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Referee
I don't
Jackson.
know. I believe it's different.
Yeah,
I don't think it would be blown dead if it was offside.
I was never one who played on the kickoff team very much, so I'm as much curious as you are.
So here we go. 5 yards back. Kick again will be going by Issa Zhao. Bouncing kick. And he's tackled, number 10, with the return, Judah Kirilik. And nice return. Hopefully that Stashers can get someone going here on offense, Byron.
Now I want to see the Statchers get something going on offense. They had a okay series to start the game off, but I want to see them start to get some real positive yards, because to keep up with the Broncos, and as you see, they can score at will, but they need to just keep up with the Broncos if they want to have a chance in this game. Empty backfield
Someone needs to
here.
put their mouth guard in. I see a mouth guard dangling there. Got to make sure that
everybody stays
safe.
Everybody knows. If you look at me, you will see the class action of concussions. You do not want to injure yourself through those.
Yes, Byron. 1st and 10. Inside Broncos territory at around the 47-yard line.
Did I just see a handoff to a lineman?
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention.
I think we're going to have to watch this replay, this
watch
Barron
this
Championship Rings
56
replay.
with the carry, Dayton Pittman. We're going to see...
oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lineman. That's a pulling guard right there, Byron.
No. It's a 3-man line, so he'd be considered a tight end in the 9-man game. No. Well, we almost had the hope for the fumble Ruski as Jackson.
But it's still a handoff to a lineman. Nevertheless, 2nd down and around 7. 54 with the carry as he lined up at the quarterback position, runs for about 3 yards. That is Noah Lank, and he is brought down by most of the Kamloops Broncos defense. And the game plan for the Stashers, it seems, run it to the big boys.
Yeah, and I really see a lot good going for them if they keep giving it to their bigger, stronger runners. But one thing that they have also been doing, I don't think they've used the same runner twice in this game so far. I think nobody has more than 1 carry at this point, and that's really impressive considering we're almost done the first quarter.
56 with the carry again. First down, Stashers, as he is brought down hard. Flags fly.
I'm thinking that might be a horse collar tackle.
And we'll see what the penalty will be. Nevertheless, it is 1st and 10 for the Stashers.
In any situation.
Horse collar tackle on Kamloops. 15-yard penalty, and it will be first down.
There's a Barron Championship Rings replay. You see them coming up to the line.
Same play, Byron. 56 takes the ball, but he just decides to reverse field and use his strength to go over there.
Yeah, that would look like more of a lineman run.
I believe it is. I think the lineman can get the ball.
That's something you might have to look up in your refereeing
it.
endeavors.
I'll do it. Yeah, as you see, he is lined up as the guard. Oh, no, he's a center right now. I don't know. This is a pretty fancy work by the Stashers here as they're moving around some linemen. 54 in the backfield. Handoff to 80.
Oh, he's got daylight.
He's got a hole, and he's gone. Number 80 in for the touchdown. That is Isaac Lank.
There's actually
Touchdown, Stashers.
very impressive play design by head coach Mike Carlock. And it's impressive to get the wide receiver out there and then pull the reverse, but also run him through the line so his lineman had some time to block for him. I really like the design there by the coach, but we also have an injured player down on the field.
I think that is Lank down on the field in the first Prince George touchdown of the day today. As sadly we saw the Axemen get shut out last game as they fell to the sword of the victorious Spartans, 44-0. And it's great to see these kids play, and it will be a competitive game as we see them both playing to their strengths of speed.
I guess that's really all we can ask for at this point, Jackson. A competitive game that everybody can enjoy watching. And right now, it doesn't matter the age group. If there's good football, a lot of people will enjoy it.
Yes, definitely. As we see the player getting attention, we can speculate who it is.
I don't believe it is.
Honestly,
I don't believe
don't
it is
know who it
Isaac
is.
Lank.
We'll see as soon as he gets up.
Oh, no. Okay, yes, that is
That
Isaac
is number
Lank.
80. Isaac Lank, that was a great run, great play, great hole, and great speed by Isaac Lank there. And that brings your score 14-6.
Pending the extra point, it looks like the Statures will be attempting a kick for the 2-point convert.
And this kick, if they get this kick and another touchdown and another kick, they're in the lead, Byron.
Yeah, definitely. That's the one advantage to having the 2-point kick converts. If you can hit the converts consistently, you can gain a lot more points. And to be honest, everybody knows that's the purpose of the game.
Definitely. And they, of course, in Adam, they get to hold the ball. There is no snap for the point after here.
That is a definite advantage, because if there were to be snapping, I think it would be rather disastrous.
No one would try to kick it. That snap is so important. And
as a former long snapper, I know the difficulties of field goal snapping, and even in my bantam days, it was difficult to make a field goal snap.
number 54, Noah Lang, kicks it, and it is blocked by the Stashers. That makes your score 12-6 in favor of the Kamloops Broncos.
Then you see number 54 of the Stashers.
Noah
That
Lank.
is Noah Lank. He's pleading his case. I think the Broncos got a bit of a head start there.
I don't think the whistle was blown.
Oh, okay. Yes, there will be a re-kick here.
Something.
No penalty.
So they're going to re-kick it. Noah Lank setting up the ball. And he's ready to kick. Whistle blown. No good. And there's a flag on the play.
May possibly be roughing the kicker.
Believe
A penalty I am famous for in Jackson's circle.
yeah, you really are.
Do we really have to keep bringing that up?
That's the first time I brought it up today.
Yeah, but I'm talking history-wise.
I bring it up almost every week. Every week that we see a roughing the kicker penalty, I do.
That's every week. This is community football, Jackson.
I don't see it every week.
I swear
But-
I've seen it every week.
They're gonna re-kick nonetheless. For some reason, and Noah Link will get a third try. As number 9 here, Ryan Shaw will hold
Noah Lank will be attempting the kick for the third time in
Again.
succession.
And it is no good.
At least it hit the uprights.
Yeah. So that'll make your score officially, finally, right now, 14-6 in favor of the Kamloops Broncos, and they will receive after the missed point after with 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. And something you've gathered from the early goings in this game, Byron?
Something I've definitely gathered. The Kamloops Broncos offense is extremely explosive. They can score at will, it seems, definitely at this point, with the score of 14 for their own team. But you can also see that the Prince George offense is a rather potent. They're not the same quick score and long touchdown runs and passes that the Broncos are, but they like to drive and they like to chip away rather than just score at any play and then not give your defense any rest. I believe it might be best in the future, especially because of the fact that the Stashers have a short bench, and it's not really that great to only go into a game with 14 players.
Yeah, definitely. And, of course, everyone likes to score whenever they score. Doesn't matter if it's first play or the 50th play. Everyone likes to score, and we hope to see Prince George doing a lot more scoring today as 54 Noah Lake is set to kick off, and maybe we'll see another onside kick by an Adam team, as Adam Division is usually famous for onside kicks.
The Adam Division is definitely famous for onside kicks, no matter where you are, mostly because of the fact that they don't have the strongest legs to begin with. So what they do is they just kick it short, because that's all they can do.
Yeah, definitely. I know there's some really talented kickers. I know on my team back at home, Byron, we have some talented kickers there. But we'll see, because I haven't seen Lank here kick at all, as that kick is away, and that's a pretty good kick. And they're going to whistle him down.
That's on the air side of safety there. Better to keep him down with his knees down rather than give him, the chance to take some more punishment. One of the few safety rules integrated into the Canadian Minor Football Rulebook. I'm definitely in favor of it, but some people definitely object to it, give the players a chance to make something happen, but sometimes you got to err on the side of player safety.
Well, I know in our league this year they actually they made it so that if the ball carrier is picking the ball off the ground, they're allowed to have one knee on the ground.
Well, yeah, but I believe that's a 12-man rule rather than a 9-man rule.
Well, it's in the VCFL, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. All this isn't the VCFL anymore, Jackson.
I know. So 1st and 10 for the Broncos as they go under center. There's a wide out here as he goes in motion. Hand off to him. See who it is. And he is taken down. That will be 23, Jamari Tate. And he's the head coach of the Stashers getting fired up over there, over his team's play on that play, Byron.
Now, I will always respect one thing in coaches. Whether or not they're the most enthusiastic coaches in the world, it's best to see coaches who like to be excited about games. They don't have to be the most talented or the smartest or the most creative one, but it's always nice to see a coach who enjoys his job. And right now you can definitely see the coach there. We don't exactly have his name, but he's very happy about his kids.
Yeah. So 2nd and around 8 for the Broncos as they're under center again. Offside defense.
How many times can a hard count work, Jackson?
I don't know. You got to remember these kids are Adam, and the fact that their defense or their offensive line of the Broncos are holding still. I know my team, after someone says ready, they just want to go, let alone hut. So the fact that they can really work on that hard count and work with that hard count really puts the Stashers at a defensive disadvantage in this game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Jackson. There's no doubt about it. Using a hard count is to anybody's advantage but the defense really needs to learn how to just be ready and wait for the snap count. Watch the ball rather than listen. I know it's Adam, but it's a fundamental that every defensive player needs to learn.
This guy is dangerous. That's Issa Zhao, and he's got the first down at the Stashers 37-yard line, Byron. And this kid is explosive.
Yeah, no doubt about it. as it was evident on the first play from scrimmage after he caught that touchdown pass from number 62, Sheldon Aitken. It's really impressive to see a kid with that much elusiveness only finally tackled on the play by number 56, Dayton Pittman. I'm really impressed with this kid's ability to make plays happen no matter how much space he has. Because as you see in the beginning, he could have been tackled for loss very easily.
Definitely, and the fatigue will start to set in soon for the Stashers short bench. And it's always hard when you only have 4 subs here, as Atkin is under center. Give it to the big fullback. It's number 33, Reed Lougheed, and he's good for about 5 yards, second down and 5.
But that is the end of the quarter.
And your quarter score being Kamloops 14, Prince George 6, as we've seen a pretty competitive game, and it looks like we have one more play in the quarter, Byron. Okay,
but we did just see the ref wave his flag. No, it looks like they will be switching sides, but it doesn't look like either team is going to.
One more play.
One more play. All right.
Or no, they just keep going. So,
okay. Referee Jackson.
I honestly, this must be a either an interior rule, because I know in the Valley we switch sides, but so it seems like they aren't going to switch sides. They're going to just keep on going here, as it must be an out-of-town rule here, Byron.
Another noteworthy factor, these are 10-minute quarters rather than the customary 12-minute quarters we are used to.
So 62, Atkin, under center, keeping it, looking to pass. He's not going to. He's going to run it. He's got wheels. He's out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds, or chased out of bounds by number 56, Dayton Pittman, and he's been all over on the defensive front. Pittman has.
No doubt about it. Pittman, easily the heart and soul of this defense, playing the linebacker position. Usually with Adam teams, you only see about 1 or 2 linebackers. Right now, he's the only linebacker, and he's also playing deep safety for some snaps. But as you can see, he's always in pursuit of the ball. But as you see there, just short of getting quarterback Sheldon Aitken.
Yeah, and that's a great. He looked to pass first, felt the pressure, got outside, and we see that he can do everything as a quarterback right now, running and passing, as he is under center. Atkin under center with some confusion. Offside defense, it looks.
21 on the defense, looks to be offside. That mystery man, number 21.
Mystery man. So offside defense, 5-yard penalty, repeat first down. And Atkin really using that hard count on to his advantage.
I want to see this Prince George defense really learn this hard count thing. I know definitely from my experience coaching and as a player, learning a hard count is a very difficult thing, but it's something that they must do if they don't want to keep just kicking themselves in the foot here.
Atkin under center, holds it, throws it, caught it, and he's short. 1-yard line is Issa Zhao, and that's a huge gain. First and goal from the 2-yard line, rather, for the Kamloops Broncos.
Aitken to Zhao, it just has a ring to it, like a Rice to Montana, or Montana to Rice. You know, it just has that type of ring where the connection is absolutely undeniable. Right now, they're on fire right now. 2 catches for probably about 70 yards at this point.
Yeah, definitely. A little bit more than 7, but, I mean, it's got a touchdown, and Atkin really showing why he's been one of the dominant passers in the Adam 9-man division that has led them as they go in the shotgun here. Atkin with his 2 linebackers, he's going to run it in for the score. Touchdown Broncos. Number 62, Sheldon Atkin.
Now again, an impressive play call by head coach Dave Arthurs. It was really impressive there to call the quarterback draw right there. Again, giving his quarterback all the responsibility. And as you can see, he's also quite the running threat. But as you can see, Sheldon Aitken. I believe he might actually be the leading passer for kids among his age in the entire country.
I don't know about that. There's probably some phenom Peyton Manning little kid throwing for 600 yards a game or something.
Yeah, you
That
never
kick
know.
is
In
good.
Quebec, that's quite the interesting world.
That kick is good. It'll bring your score 22-6 for the Kamloops Broncos, and just like that, they got the score back, and they are taking a demanding lead in this game again.
As you can see on the Barron Championship Rings replay, I think quarterback Sheldon Aitken may have caught the defense off guard. He went with a bit of a quick count there and got the ball in before most of the players even realized the play was going on.
Definitely, and I know once you go offside already on the hard count, a few times you start to doubt yourself and you start to think, you know what, I'm just going to wait until they start moving at me.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You almost want, I remember quite a few times back when we were playing in Bantam, a lot of teams would hard count us and I'd jump offside quite a bit. I was a very aggressive player, but like, you have to learn at some point, and I want to see this team just be ready and start using their eyes rather than their ears when they're getting ready on defense.
Yeah, definitely, as we see Issa Zhao timeout for the Stashers. And so coach not liking how his special teams looks, and we see him making the adjustments. Of course, after that first kickoff went the way of the Broncos, and here we go. We can see them hopefully try something else, maybe to the other side or something like that, Byron.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think the Broncos head coach, Dave Arthurs, should maybe consider trying to kick it to the other side, depending on his players on the right side. You see number 33, Reed Lougheed on the right side. Maybe they can worry about him getting a ball, because as you can see, as they're setting up after our little, they have four guys bunched right in front of the line there. They have number 10, that is Judah Kerluck. They're behind them, but they don't have anybody on the left side of the field. I want to see if the Broncos can take advantage of that design choice by the coach of the Stashers, Mike Kerluck.
Yeah, there you go. He takes advantage of that, and he rifles it through the middle. And 54, that's Noah Lank with the return, and he is tackled by the whole Broncos kicking team, and 1st and 10 for the Stashers at midfield.
Now, there's no doubt about it. Sheldon Aitken, he has been quite the stud both at the quarterback position, and as you can see here, he's made a fumble recovery, and he's made 2 tackles on special teams. He's been playing so well today. I want to see him continue that for the rest of this quarter and into the second half.
Yeah, clearly you don't usually see quarterbacks tackling and recovering fumbles and things, so pretty tough kid there as we see the Stashers breaking huddle. 1st and 10, 54, that's Noah Lank under center. And taken down is 54, I believe, by most of the Broncos defense.
Now you can hear to see the Broncos defense swarming to the ball. I think that's one of the most important parts of any defense, is having all 9 guys in this case committing to the ball and making sure that they stop him at any cost necessary.
Yeah, definitely, and that's such a huge part of defense, especially when you're outsized, it seems. There's strength in numbers, of course. If you have one big guy and you have 9 small guys, the 9 small guys are clearly going to win every time.
For the most part, as long as you don't have like a King Kong as the one big guy, there's
That's
always the one chance.
True, I guess. But going back to passes, Noah Lank running
He's got
outside
some
the
moves.
pocket, throws it, and it will fall incomplete.
Almost intercepted there by the quarterback, number 62, Sheldon Aitken.
And
he has been all over the field today, Jackson.
just for your information as well, will not be intentional grounding, as he is outside of the pocket, and there was a receiver there that he was attempting to throw to.
Yeah, again, rulebook Jackson Harvey, as I'm going to probably call him for the rest of this broadcast.
So 3rd and round 6 for the Stashers. And what do you expect to see here, Byron?
I expect to see them go to their passing game. So far today, they really haven't been using their passing game so far, as you saw their last attempt was rather rushed by the Bronco defense, but I want to see them try and open up their passing game. But it looks like they're going to punt here.
Yeah, 54 back there, Noah Lank. What doesn't he do? And he will punt 2 onside players there, as
that's going to be no yards.
As he was not one of the onside players, recovered by the Stashers. However, he wasn't onside, so we believe it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos, 5 yards forward. Yep, 5 yards penalty. 1st down Broncos, Byron.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I want to see the Broncos continue to use their offense to put some points on the board. In any football league, no lead is safe. You have to keep scoring to make sure you keep yourself in the lead, especially at the younger age groups, because it's a lot harder to teach your kids to do something different before they start making mistakes, Jackson.
Yeah, definitely. And we see the Broncos offense really keeping their composure and really just they're calm, they're cool, and they can take a 3-score lead here with a touchdown.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Jackson. I want to see them try and put some fear into the hearts of these Stashers.
And I believe they will go to the air. I would go to the air, Byron. That's your strength right now. They haven't been able to stop it, and I believe that they will go to the air.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Jackson. I want to see them go to the air, show that they have the power to do so, and if you have the power to do something, you might as well do it.
Yep, as they're going to go under center here to start this offensive series. 1st and 10 around the 46-yard line of the Stashers. Atkin under center. Hard count again, and it is offside defense. As, of course, that's whistled dead because the defensive player did touch the offensive player before he got back.
It's the one dangerous rule. As encroachment, as it is called in the American game, I don't believe it's called encroachment in the Canadian game, but it is the same effect. You cannot touch the other player before the ball is snapped. And that's another 5-yard penalty with 1st and 5 for the Bronco offense. It's something you really can't do if you're the Stashers defense.
And this hard count really puts them in favorable 1st and 5 conditions as long as they don't make mistakes. As Atkin is under center, gives it to 23. Jamari Tate, he's got room, makes a cut, makes another move. He's still up, and he's dropped. However, it is 1st and down, 1st and 10 for the Broncos.
It was a quite impressive run by Jamari Tate. He is easily the 3rd cog to this offense behind Sheldon Aitken and number 84, Issa Zhao. He's very impressive. He's not as shifty of a runner and receiver as Issa Chow, but he's a very hard runner. You can see he's decisive in his cuts, and he goes where the coach tells him to. And in this point, in this reason, the coach is right, and he's putting him in the right spot.
Atkin under center again, I formation behind him. Gives it to the big fullback, 33, Reed Logeed. He's brought down almost immediately. 2nd down and around 8 for the Broncos.
Now again, the Broncos continuing to just drive now. Instead of using their over-aggressive passing game, they want to use their run game just to maybe run up the clock a little bit. There's only 4 minutes and about 20 seconds left in this quarter and half, to be honest. And I want to see them just run out this clock, maybe take the lead into half, maybe even score some points before the half. But I want to see them run out this clock.
As they go to the gun, Atkin in the gun with his running backs to his side. Motion over, it's a pass. Nice throw, nice catch, touchdown. Broncos, 84. Issa Zhao with his 3rd touchdown of the day.
No question about it. The Aitman to Zhao connection is still as strong as always. The 2nd passing touchdown, this one of 30 yards. Really impressive there by such youngsters to have such a connection and such a threatening passing combination.
Such a great throw, too. As you saw, it was a perfect spiral, perfectly led, perfect throw, perfect catch. Everything going the way of the Broncos right now.
No doubt about it. The Broncos staying composed as well. They're not committing penalties. They're staying calm, and they're ready to make sure that they can keep themselves in this game because I think on their home turf they want to win one for their city.
And that kick is good, bringing the score to 30-6 for the Kamloops Broncos. And they are taking charge of this game.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, Jackson. You see the Broncos are easily taking control of this game. It's almost effortless in a sense because they're just throwing pitch and catch out there between Aitken and Joe. It's really impressive to see such young players compete like this because they're really taking it to the Stashers.
Yeah, and we'll see how the Stashers react.
If you just saw that replay, you just saw the repeat of that amazing throwing catch.
And, of course, it's interesting to see how they will react to this. Having a four-man bench is so hard in the sense that now that you're down by 3 or 4 scores, you need to somehow get back up there. That's a nice kick by Zhao. And it is Kamloops football. First down, Kamloops Broncos.
Recovered by number 61, Cash Money Minion. That's quite the recovery there after the slight miscarriage there by the return team. Looks to be number 10 of the Stashers. That is Judah Karalak. Now I want to see the Broncos again. Just keep doing what they're doing. They're scoring at will. They're playing well on offense. And I think they need to just keep spreading the ball around now. Give everybody a chance of this provincial game glory.
About 4 minutes left in the half here. Again, your score being 30-6, and the Broncos can really take a commanding lead. They can take a 32-point lead, actually.
If they hit the convert, if they score and hit the convert, it will be a 32-point lead, which would enforce running time
in the second half. So 62 under center, flakes fly, throwing to the air, and it's bobbled and ultimately dropped. But there is a flag on the play. We'll see. It's a round. It's going to be...
It's in the area of either holding or offside.
It was thrown as soon as the ball was snapped. So it's either offside or procedure or something among that nature. No flag on the play.
All right.
Pass, second down and 10 for the Broncos, and almost a spectacular catch as we see on the Barron Championship ring replay.
Now, you see there, Aitken throwing the pass out to Issa Chow, maybe with a little bit too much confidence this time, but even then, Issa Chow almost came down with that catch. It's a really impressive feat.
Yeah, and that's an amazing effort by the young one in Zhao, and we see Aitken under center. I formation again, Zhao to his right at the wide receiver position. And that's procedure on the offense as
Looks
we
to be
saw
number 61.
Yeah, tackle moved a bit there. 5-yard penalty. Second down and 15 for the Broncos, and that's really one of the few mistakes we've seen them do today, and that's the 3-minute warning as well, Byron.
Yeah, no question about it. Excuse me, the mistakes have been extremely limited for the Broncos. I believe that's their first penalty of the day. They've been pulling hard counts and getting the defense offside and causing a lot of penalties for them, but so far, it's only their first one tonight.
I think that's their second or third, because I remember they had a procedure one too. Something like that. But it's been very few, which is amazing to see from an Adam team. Second and 15, Aitken under center. Pitch to number 23. That's Jamari Tate. And he cuts it back.
Field.
Oh, and what a move. Spin move. He's going to reverse back again. And he loses the football. First down, Stashers. And that's huge for this Prince George team.
It was just punched out there by, I believe that's number 9 of the Stashers. That is Ryan Shaw. The punch out there, getting the ball loose for his team.
Yeah, you'll see on the replay here.
You'll see on the replay
Some
here.
nice moves by Jamari Tate.
No doubt about it, but then he just ended up losing the ball. No, that's actually...
Or he just loses the ball, Byron. Nothing seemed to happen.
That's actually number 8. Justin Lutz with the forced fumble there for
54.
his team.
Bursting through there.
56 actually.
56 actually make that. That's Dayton Pittman from the quarterback position, just sneaking it. And coach is in hurry-up mode here as he wants to just run it down the throat of this Broncos team.
that may be the one weakness of the Broncos team because they don't have the same size advantage that the Prince George Stashers do. They lack in the run defense going straight up the middle. I want to see if the the Stashers can continue this success, especially running straight up.
Yeah, there's number 80. We saw him get a touchdown before, but he is thrown down on the play by number 52. 62. Sheldon Atkin, the quarterback, doing everything today.
Yeah, again, quarterback staying alert and being aggressive in his defense. He's doing so well playing from the safety position, it appears. Yeah, the safety position back there, he's doing really well, and he's playing aggressive. You don't see quarterbacks who are willing to put themselves in that type of zone where they're willing to make that tackle.
I believe he plays outside linebacker, actually, Byron.
Okay, well, I saw him back there. Oh,
Nice play
you didn't
again.
have the ball.
56 on the play. That is, again, Dayton Pittman with a good run. 3rd down and around 5 now for the, whatever they're called, Stashers. I almost said Axemen, but I knew it wasn't the Axemen.
Well, if you just say Prince George, you'll be right either way, Jackson.
So, nevertheless, 3rd down and 5, and they are running out of time as there's a minute and a half. And they need this conversion
Nope,
very
we are
badly.
seeing a timeout here called by the Stashers. Now, Jackson, I want to ask you one thing. What is something you think that the Stashers can improve on? Down by 24 points at this point, I want to ask you what your opinion is on what they need to do to improve.
So many times have they given 5-yard penalties up on offsides on defense, and if you take away the 7, 8, or 9 offside penalties that they've had, you really would take away maybe a touchdown or 2 from the Broncos. And that's something that it's discipline, and it's hard to teach your kids because you get in the heat of the moment, you get into the game, and it's really tough.
Definitely agree with you there, Jackson. Just a quick reminder to everybody that this game is being broadcasted by VBN Sports on bcfootball.tv. Reminder to everybody, you can get VBN at your next event with our mobile LED screens. Kamloops will be setting up with a 3rd and 5 here, hoping to convert this 3rd down.
Prince George lining up actually on offense.
Prince George.
Here we go, 3rd and 5 under center. And he's going to take it and be swallowed up. Turnover on downs, 1st and 10 for the Broncos.
Again, swarming defense is definitely Kamloops' MO here. They're staying with it and they're attacking the ball no matter who has it. Now, you don't see them get tricked very often, but earlier in the game they were tricked on a reverse, and I think their coach, Dave Arthurs, has been hard on them ever since that happened because you see his defense soliding up and staying true to the ball, and as you see there, big 3rd down stop for the Broncos.
Yeah, here we go, 1st and 10. Look to them to go to the air for a quick score here, Byron, as Apkin obviously has the arm. He'll be in the shotgun, 23 to his right, 84 going over to the left, and they will pass. Nice throw. Incomplete pass. Intended receiver number 23, Jamari Tate. And first real mistake we've seen Atkin make today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Atkin throwing dimes to everybody, throwing really nice passes, mostly out to Issa Chow. But this one was a pretty nice pass out to Jamari Tate, but just a little bit overthrown. Maybe it was the pressure that was in his face from the Stashers defense. But hey, the Stashers need to keep this up and keep their defense in the face of Aitken because he's their driving force of their offense. And maybe if they can just keep on him, I think that's going to change the fortune of this game.
I like that, the Stashman. I think that's a good name.
It is no shame. So it is No Shave November.
Yeah, maybe they'll consider it. 62, Atkin taking it. He's got the 1st down, and that is it. 1st and 10, Broncos. Nice carry by Sheldon Atkin, and he burst through that offensive line, Byron.
Again, Sheldon Atkin being the force of this Bronco offense, working his way through the line, being a dual threat for this Bronco team. It's a good effort by him to keep going and use both his running and passing abilities to enhance this offense. A lot of teams would just throw him at running back and just run him all the time, but Coach Dave Arthur's using him in both ways to keep the offense unpredictable and a lot harder to figure out.
Under a minute here at Hillside Stadium. Atkin in the shotgun. Nice move. He is sacked by number 80, Isaac Lank. And that's a great sack by the Stashers. Byron.
Again, their improvement by the Stashers defense. They're getting to quarterback Sheldon Aiken now. It's a really impressive feat here to keep going. And now they just need to keep in his face, because when they get pressure in his face, he's starting to overthrow passes, which you never really think that an Adam quarterback would be overthrowing his passes.
Less than 30 seconds now to go. 24, Jamari
84.
Tate. That's 84.
Issa Chow.
Issa Zhao. Not first down. Takes it to about third down, and I'd say 6 maybe for the Broncos, as there is 21 seconds left in this half.
Then Issa Chow getting something out of almost nothing. He was almost stopped right in the backfield there by number 8. That would be Justin Lutz of the Stashers defense. He needs to just make something happen and see if they can convert this third down.
84 again. The ball, first down.
Forward progress is stopped at about the 35-yard line.
Byron, your halftime score being 30-6 in favor of the Kamloops Broncos. Been a great half of football. Looking forward to the next half of football. Hopefully it'll be a great one. Stick around. We'll be with you in about 10 minutes. Welcome back out today to Kamloops, BC at Hillside Stadium. This afternoon, we are into the second half almost, setting up to do the opening kickoff for the second half. The score being 30-6 on Jackson Harvey. And Byron Dargat's just returning from some unsettled business he had to attend to.
Yeah, Mom at home wasn't exactly very happy that I'm out in Kamloops.
I bet. So he was snuck out, and we took him in the after hours, I guess, of the Byron Dargat's home. I was gonna say Dargat's, but I didn't.
Just
as that kickoff is set, and 54 grabs it, but the whistle is blown dead, and that kickoff will start our second half. 36 is your score in favor of the Kamloops Broncos, and something you took away from the first half, Byron.
Thank you. My name is Byron Jackson. All right, yeah. No, one thing I really took away from this first half for the Broncos is number 62, Sheldon Aitken, is the real deal. He is an absolutely great player at both the outside linebacker and quarterback positions. He can run, he can pass, and most definitely he can tackle. One thing I've really noticed out of the Prince George side, they want to pound the ball and they want to eat up clock. They're more of a ground and pound offense rather than the air attack and fast scoring ways of the Kamloops Broncos.
Number 9, under center, Ryan Shaw. 3 receivers out to his right. Motion. Given to number 80. Dropped in the backfield is Isaac Lang by, I believe that was number 61.
Yeah, it looked to
maybe
be number
81
61.
Carter Baines.
No, it looked to be number 61. Nope. Yeah, that would be number 81. Carter Baines. There with the tackle there. That's the first time we've called his name tonight in a defensive style. He's been trying to hold the fort on the defensive line here. He's been the outside defensive tackle. Many would call him the 3 technique. He's a very good player holding the run, but doesn't make a whole ton of tackles. But one thing, he can certainly hold a point of attack.
Fills the holes definitely there. Second down and around 14. 14 for the Stashers. As they line up under center is 54. Noah Lank. And he will take it to the outside. He's got a corner. And he is out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds by number 62. Who else? Sheldon Atkin.
Also
first down.
Assisted a little bit by number 61, Cash Minion.
It's first down.
It's a first down there for the Stashers offense. Now, there's one thing I need to keep. We need to see a Stashers score here. I believe that's one of the most important things that the Stashers can accomplish in the second half here, Jackson.
Yeah, definitely. And they are coming out running the ball like crazy so far, and they've really done nothing else but run the ball today. And it's been working for them for the most part. They've been driving, but they just haven't been able to finish drives.
A little bit of mid-play maintenance there by at this point, the wide receiver, number 54.
They were under center there.
Noah
80
Lank.
gets the ball, shrugs off some tacklers. He's got some room. 62, Sheldon Atkin, however, makes sure that room is very, very short-lived, and he takes him down quickly and makes quick use of him.
That's going to be a first down there for the Stashers offense. It's quite a good play there on the reverse there with the wide receiver reverse to number 80, Isaac Lank, not Noah Lank. Not Noah Lank. Not the offensive lineman. That would be the wide receiver playing side by side. The brothers, it appears, maybe even possibly twins that we do not know. We don't have date of births on these programs as it is, or
Don't
rosters.
even know,
as
but there
some
is
do
a
call.
flag on the play. Someone would once say Flagapalooza.
Oh, the good old memory of Rod Davis.
So there we go. Ball will be dead there. But there is a flag on the play. We'll get it sorted out, and we'll see what it is. As I believe there was a fumbled snap there, offside defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down. Or is it? No, procedure
yes.
against the offense.
Penalties offset.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Just procedure on the offense, Byron. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Okay, referee Jack.
Thanks. So, again, mistakes are sputtering. What started out to be a great Prince George drive, and it's sputtered now as we are hitting the 6-minute mark.
Hitting the tailspin. I want to see this Prince George offense continue to
Oh,
go.
where's the ball? 56 has the ball, and he breaks some tackles, and he is in for the first down. That is Dayton Pittman, and that's about the 6th or 7th time he's ran the ball, and he makes it happen every time he touches it.
Absolutely. He is a bulldozer when he gets the ball. Now, I have one question. Why not use him as a running back rather than a tight end and use him as a bit of a sweep to go up the middle? But maybe it's his blocking ability. He's absolutely, like, one of the best blockers that they have. It's just a problem because he's such a good runner, too, with the ball, but they need him for blocking.
54, Noah Lank under center. Got a block in front of him. And he's ran out of bounds by number 61 there. That is Cash Minion.
Nice tackle there by Cash Minion, but also a nice run on the play by Noah Lank. Another first down for the Stashers offense. Looks to be 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. I think this might be able to give them the break that they need. They need to score on this possession, Jackson.
Now, last time they were here, they ran that little bit of a reverse play to 80 Isaac Lank. So let's look out for that, as it looks like it could be just about the same play. And it looks like it will be, Byron. But it won't have the same result, as he is tackled for about a half a yard gain. It will be 2nd down and around 9 for the Stashers.
Maybe they need to change their play calling up a little bit. Calling the same play in the same situation, not always a very successful option unless you're calling dives right on the goal line because, well, everybody knows that you're going to run that play, but you still got to do it anyways, Jackson.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe even go to the air here, Byron.
Yeah, it would be a nice change of pace from the Stashers.
I don't think Kamloops would expect it at all. Under center, tried to give it to 56. Dayton Pittman, however, fumbled and he fell on it immediately. 3rd down and around 11 for the Stashers.
Now, again, it's still a nice play design there by the Stashers, but they need to be more controlled with their handoffs and their quarterback center exchange. They need to make sure everything goes by just fine. No more fumbles and losing their possessions. It looks like we have an injured Bronco on the field.
Yeah, and that's something we've seen. We haven't seen a lot of injuries today, actually, Byron.
That's actually
in this game.
It's a really nice thing, especially with the cold weather. Injuries are at a high because you cannot stretch. It's quite painful to try and stretch out in this cold weather. It's a quite a nice thing to see, but we hope the injured Bronco will get up and be just fine. As you can see, some of the players on the Prince George sideline are covered in blankets. They know just how cold it is.
It is freezing cold out there. We've been out there a few times, and it's a beautiful place here, actually, Byron. It's got some nice scenery here. The snow's falling, it has fallen, which is something we haven't seen in Chilliwack yet. So driving up here it's kind of like
it was a nice change.
I'm never going to see it again.
It's a nice change of pace to go up and see the snow that is up here in the interior of British Columbia. But it's also really nice to see the mountains up from our booth here up at Hillside Stadium. As you can see, we have a lot of the mountains from the Rockies as we're just in the interior, in the beautiful Kamloops, BC. As we see, the injured Bronco has gotten up, and we only wish him the best. We are at Thompson Rivers University, another beautiful area in the Kamloops city.
Looks like to be number 44, Anthony Guerra Betson, the injured Bronco, and wish him the best. Hopefully we'll see him soon. 3rd down, Byron, and long to go, and we'll see 54, Noah Lank, carrying the ball. People on his back. Oh, and he's taken down by who else than 62, Sheldon Atkin.
Sheldon Aitken again with the nice play, as you see on the Barron Championship rings, a replay, just taking the quarterback sweep to the outside, but you can see from his linebacker position, he just bolts in, gets the tackle, solid form, and makes the stop. It'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be 1st down for the Broncos. And to score here, they're going to have to go about 86 yards. I think that's quite the task, but they're quite capable, if you ask me, Jackson.
And scoring a convert here will make it go to running time, of course, in the game, as it is 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Look to see Atkin under center, or under center. He's usually been under center this game. From my understanding, they really like the shotgun. He will go under center, however. He's under center with number 84, Issa Zhao, to his left.
Ooh.
And 33 with the carry there. Reed Lougheed cut down.
Look to have taken quite the helmet to the gut. That is not a very nice way to receive a tackle, but it was a nice carry there by the fullback, Reed Lougheed, going straight up the middle. Ooh, yeah, looked like a bit more of a shoulder, but definitely still does not feel good. Big hit there by the Stashers defense.
And that will bring up 2nd and 6 as the offense breaks the huddle. And it looks like it'll be Atkin under center. I formation. Zhao to his right. And number 23, Jamari Tate at tailback.
Some predicament is going on.
There we go.
Oh, play was just whistled
He's
in.
blowing the whistle there. The ref needs to. So there we go. Pitch to Tate. He's going to throw it. And it is incomplete. Nice little trickery there, but fell short. 3rd down, round 6 for the Broncos, Byron.
Yeah, they're nice play designed by the Broncos, but Jabari Tate could not find his eligible receiver there, so the ball falls incomplete. Now it's going to set them up with a 3rd down and about 6 for the Broncos. I want to see them convert this and maybe even continue this drive for a touchdown here to make the score a little bit more than 30 points.
Look to them to give it to their who else than Issa Zhao, as Atkin is in the shotgun. Zhao to his right, 52. Really wants a piece of that quarterback as he goes right through the line, offside defense. 5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
That's Brody LaFavre there, the offending defender. Usually you just see defensive linemen just jump offside, but he went straight through the line. He definitely wanted to make that tackle there, Jackson.
Yes, and 3rd down, and that makes it 3rd down and reasonable instead of 3rd down and pretty long. So see Atkin probably taking himself here, I would expect, as he's under center.
Looks to be illegal
procedure
procedure
on the offense. 5-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down, and just like that, goes from 3rd down and reasonable to 3rd down and pretty long for the 1st down.
Now you see, Broncos are definitely capable of picking up 6 yards here for the 1st down. I want to see them convert this and keep going on the drive. Maybe not use the hard count here to make sure they don't fool themselves. Well, and maybe, but it would also take away the benefit of fooling the other team. But maybe getting just a playoff here would be the satisfactory outcome.
Break the huddle here. Atkin goes under center. And he's got split back to his behind him, actually. So Atkin will take it himself. Runs into his own player. 1st down for the Broncos and more, as Atkin is stopped by number 56, Dayton Pittman. And that's a 1st and 10 Broncos. And Atkin showing that he can do it himself as well, Byron.
No doubt about it. Ripping off a 15-yard quarterback scramble there. It's quite the feat there for the 1st down run. And you see the quarterback, Aikman. He is no doubt, he is one of the best players on this field right now. And he's really showing that he has a bright future in the game of football.
Yeah, definitely. And as the offense breaks the huddle again, 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the 35-yard line. And that was a big 1st down for them to keep on driving here. Fresh set of downs as Atkin is in the shotgun. Looking to pass. He's open, but ball isn't there. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10.
Now you see nice defense there by the combination of number 10, Judah Karalik, and number 54, Noah Lank. It was a nice way to defend the pass by getting 2 guys on the ever so explosive Issa Chow and but the pass was definitely underthrown. But you really can't expect a kid who's about 7 or 8 years old to make a pass just about 25 yards downfield. That's asking a little bit too much, if you ask me.
Yeah, and that throw, he was open too. He was behind the defense.
No doubt about it.
Obviously, needs to put a little bit more on there. But again, the arm of Atkin is pretty incredible. As number 23 gets the ball here. Jamari Tate.
No, I believe that was actually Isa Chow.
Oh, okay, 84. That's Isa Zhao. As he goes up, and it's 3rd down and 4 for the Broncos. And there is a down Bronco on the field, it looks like.
And it is Isa after the recovery. He looks like his ankle, he may have sprained his ankle there a little bit. We only hope the best for him, and we will take an injury timeout here.
Yeah, and it's a shame to see him go down, as Isa Zhao has accounted for, I believe, 3 touchdowns already. And he's really been the most talented player on offense so far, along with Atkin, and it's really going to be a shame to see him gone from that Atkin to Zhao connection there. Byron.
Yeah, Atkin is responsible for all 4 touchdowns, but you can see that receiver Isa Chow is definitely responsible for catching 3 of those touchdowns. He's been really impressive so far for the Kamloops Broncos. As long as he keeps this up and keeping his connection up, we hope him the best. Maybe he can return to this game as soon as possible. But without him, I think Aitken will have to look to his other receivers, who so far have remained untested.
Yes, definitely, and we'll see how. We'll see how that goes as it's 3rd and 4. Look again for Atkin to call his own number there. Maybe run for the 1st down again. As you'll see him go under center here, I formation, and to his right is the new receiver. I believe it is, I don't know, 49, it looks like, or 45.
That was a nice tackle there on the play by number 54, Noah Lang, on the carry by number 23, Jamari Tate. Will be short of 1st down yardage. It will be a turnover on down, so the 1st down for the Stashers. Now, I want to see the Stashers capitalize on this turnover. They really need to put some points on the board here if they want to keep themselves in this game.
Yeah, sorry about that. The sub-in for Zhao is 49, Dalen Dunlop, and definitely the Stashers need to score here to keep themselves in the game, as it'll more than likely be the last play of the game, or last play of the quarter, rather. But they definitely need to score and get the extra point in order to stay in this game and mount a comeback here as they go under center here. 54, or rather 9. Ryan Shaw with the carry, tackled by 62. Sheldon Atkin, and it's a 2-yard gain. It's a gain, right, Byron?
Yeah, as an offense, you really just have to take anything you can get. You wish you could get more yardage, but really, as long as you're making positive yardage, you're doing your job as an offense. Now, I want to see it looks like we have a down
Stasher. Looks like he's down on the play.
Yeah, it looks like we have the quarterback number 9. That would be Ryan Shaw with the injury Stasher here.
Now, the Stashers are kind of playing like Victoria did last game with multiple quarterbacks, Byron.
Yeah, they're utilizing the fact that they have the depth to be able to continue playing the way that they do. But one thing, the Stashers don't have the depth that the Victoria Spartans had. They only have 14 players right now, but as you can see, right now they're starting to wear thin, and I don't think it's going to bode well for them.
Yeah, definitely. As when players get injured when you have 4 people on the bench, it's really nerve-wracking as a coach. Definitely, as you worry about who you're going to be putting in, if you're going to have enough players, who else is going to get hurt, if anybody else will get hurt. And it's good to see number 9 get up there. That's Ryan Shaw. And he's walking off on his own power, so he should be back here in a few plays, Byron.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We hope for the best. Hope he can return to this game and hopefully make more of an impact for his team. Now, we want to see the Stashers just continue to keep their momentum going. Right now, they just stomped the Broncos on a big 3rd down drive. But now they need to capitalize with their offense because right now they only have 6 points on the board.
Yeah, definitely. So this will be a pivotal second down. As I can't really talk today. And 54 is back there. Noah Lank. And way back there is another player. He's in shotgun, it seems. And then moves up. There's a little bit of confusion on that play. As number 12 was way back there, Byron. That's Braden Flett. You got to wonder. And I believe that'll be third down for the
We have another
Stashers.
we have a down player, Cash Minion.
And hopefully he'll be okay. But that was a weird offensive play for the Stashers, Byron.
Yeah, having a running back that deep, he was almost 15 yards deep on that play. And to have him not do anything, he didn't even run up a fake for the quarterback, not a blocking or anything. But it was really strange to see head coach Mike Carlock use such an interesting tactic where it really didn't have any type of effect on the play.
Yeah, definitely, Byron, and interesting to see that. But, it happened. They got a couple of yards on the play, actually, Byron, so interesting to see that.
Yeah, it's interesting to see them get some yards on the play, especially because they only had 7 guys blocking, 1 guy carrying the ball, and 1 guy who was still behind the play.
As we see Minion get up there, that's number 61. He's had a heck of a game today in these provincial finals here at Hillside Stadium. Of course, we're broadcasting to you on behalf of VBN Sports on football BC.TV. And this, of course, is our last game here for the day. And we will see third down in around 6 for the Stashers.
Again, I want to see the Stashers convert this third down. I think this is one of the most important drives of the game for them. This is now the 4th quarter.
Yeah, as they do not switch sides, of course. At the quarter turn, and we didn't really notice that it changed. So 54 in there, Noah Lank as the quarterback throwing around his offensive line there. You know, it's kind of weird when your quarterback is big enough to do that, and he runs to the outside and is smothered by the Kamloops defense. Flag flies, though, on the play. Looks like it might be a late hit behind the play on the Stashers.
Yeah, it's going to be late hit on the Broncos.
The Broncos, okay.
That's definitely going to set the Stashers up in good position here. Now they've
after the play, though.
No, it'll be after the play. So,
but they are calling it a first down.
It's going to be a first down for the Stashers. Wow, that is quite the mistake there by the Broncos. That could be pivotal to this game.
So first and 10 for the Stashers, it seems, after the penalty. Which is interesting because you see the Bronco player was actually on the ground at the end of that play. So interesting call there. Wish I could have followed that a bit more and saw what happened. But nevertheless, it's first and 10 for the Stashers at the Bronco 26-yard line. As they break the huddle, 54, Noah Lank under center with a tailback back there. And he is tackled by number 62, Sheldon Atkin, and is thrown down hard. Landed, seemed a bit on his head there, and he is immediately down.
You see him grabbing his head, and that's not a very good sign at all, Jackson.
As we've already seen someone go off in a stretcher today.
Yeah, you see, it's definitely a bad situation here. We only hope the best for number 54, Noah Lank.
And it just, there we go.
No, he seems to be turning over. No, this is a good sign. This is a very good sign.
It seems like, It seems like she's working urgently to get her helmet off, and that's not good, Byron.
No, definitely not.
We hate to see head injuries here, and we hate to see ambulances, of course. So as he is grabbing his head right now.
No, he's in quite a bit of pain down there.
And she's shining light. She's shining light in his eye there.
I
and
believe that's actually a concussion test there, Jackson. I remember I've actually gone through more than enough of those than I need to admit.
As it's never good to see this, of course. We'll see what happens here. As he isn't moving at the moment. All you can see is him grabbing his head here. Of course, he's had a huge game for these Stashers, and they really are going to miss him, as it almost seems like he will not be back in this game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's wonderful to see him get up. Everybody will be giving him a round of applause in the entire stadium. As we know, he's quite the tough player, and he's been doing really well tonight, especially stepping in for quarterback for the injured before quarterback number 9, Ryan Shaw. But it looks like he will be coming back in the game. It's going to be pivotal for the Stashers.
As another player is injured, and again, their 4-man bench becomes 3.
Yeah, you can only stretch yourself so thin, Jackson.
2nd and 10 for the Stashers here. They've been inside their the Broncos territory for a while, and Byron, knock on wood here, but we haven't had any scoring this half.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We went from such a high-scoring first half now to just something where nobody has scored in the last 13 minutes.
Yeah, and that's definitely weird from the events of today being really a high-scoring affair all day today. And the ref is tying a few shoes here from different players.
I wish referees tied my shoes.
I know, you could have used it when you're stumbling around on the field there after a few concussions. But,
You've had concussions too, Jackson.
I have. But here we go. We are under center here, and he gives it to number 8. Maybe that's why he wanted his shoe tied so eagerly. And he is down for about a 5-yard gain, 3rd and 5 for the
nice
Stashers.
carry there by Justin Lutz. I believe that was his first or second carry of the game. We haven't called his name too terribly much on the offensive side of the ball. But again, working his way through the defense, even evaded the tackle from the ever so fearsome Sheldon Aitken. Good work there by the offense. We will see if they can convert this 3rd down.
3rd down and 5 for the Stashers. Number 12 in the backfield there, that's Braden Flett. Number 9, Ryan Shaw at quarterback. Gives it to number 80, it looks like.
Yeah, that'll be number 80.
Isaac Lank.
It's Lank with the carry, but again, tackled by number 61, Cash Minion, again coming back in the game and making the stop on defense. It'll be turned over on downs. 1st down, Broncos.
And I think this is only the 2nd time they've had it in the half, Byron.
Yeah, absolutely. They've had their possessions extremely limited by the Stashers. The Stashers have been doing a really good job of controlling the time of possession and keeping the ball for themselves, making sure that the Broncos have no opportunity to score. I believe that's much due to credit for Mike Kerlock. He's done a very good job with his kids. Must have had quite the inspirational speech during halftime.
Yeah, and they've really come out and improved, especially since they've contained this Kamloops Broncos explosive offense. And here we go. It's 1st and 10 for the Broncos. And again, we do not see 84 back in the game. That's not Issa Zhao. And that's 23, Jamari Tate. And he runs out of bounds there. And 1st down, though. 1st and 10 again for the Broncos. Chased out of bounds by number 10, Judah Killerwick.
Judah Killerwick, as Jackson had just pronounced his name.
I think I got that right. Kerlowick.
I'm pretty sure it's Kerlock.
Kerlowick.
Okay,
Whatever.
well, somebody will eventually correct us in our names. But as we see, the Broncos offense doing well to get outside the perimeter. That's where that's their bread and butter. They like gaining their yards on the outside. They don't like to run up the middle very much, as you can see by their offense. They only occasionally give it to the fullback going straight up the middle.
There's a new quarterback in, Byron. 62 is not in the game. Number 7 is. And he throws it, and it is batted down by number 56, Dayton Pittman. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10. And quarterback change, Byron. What do you think of that?
I gotta say, I think it's just giving the other quarterback. I'm assuming number 7, Joshua Rowe, would be the backup. Probably didn't get a lot of playing time because of the fact that the Broncos have obviously had such a good season that they're in the provincials here. But obviously he must have a lot of potential if he's still in the game when his team is only up by 24 points.
Yeah, definitely. And we see him under center here. I formation behind him. Pitch it to Jamari Tate. And he reverses field again. One man to beat. And he's got the corner. He's got the first down at least. And he's out of bounds, chased out of bounds by the big number 56, Dayton Pittman. That's a great run by Jamari Tate, really stepping up to the plate after the injury to Zhao.
Again, we also see number 21, mystery man of the Prince George Stashers. Also a very good player for this team. If only we could credit him with his name. We don't have a name for him because he's not in the program, as we can see right now. So he will remain mystery man. But again, key cog to the Stashers defense.
Here we go, number 7, Joshua Rao under center. And I formation there. Gives it to Jamari Tate again, and he's making some moves there. Some more moves, and that's good for about a 6-yard gain. And Jamari Tate really showing how good he is and how much we shouldn't be comparing him to Zhao.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Jamari Tate, a very explosive runner in his own right. Maybe not to the level of Zhao, but definitely a good runner in his own right. We've just received confirmation that number 21 of the Prince George Stashers is Curtis Vohar. Curtis Vohar. Also related to 2 players on the last team that was playing in the Pee Wee game from Prince George.
Interesting. That's Rao under center here. Back to pass. Throws it. Caught. Yeah, that's a catch by number 61.
Yeah, I believe that is 61.
I think it's 81, Carter Baines. Yeah, it's 81, Carter Baines. Nice catch by Baines there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Baines with the nice... Actually, no, I believe that is 61. Cash Minion. Either or, whichever one it was, they made a very nice catch and adjustment to come back to the ball, as the ball was a little bit underthrown by Rowe, but still putting the ball in a good spot.
Rowe under center, gives it to Jamari Tate. Big hole there and big hit by what seems to be number 54, Noah Lank. Big hit by Lank. Big hole for Tate. And pretty sizable gain for the Broncos offense.
We welcome back Noah Lank back to the defensive side of the ball after he left with that injury. He's now back on the field. Welcome back with that crushing hit.
Yeah, and here we go. The offense breaking huddle and running out to the ball. Rao under center. I formation. Wide receiver to his right. Gets it to 33. He's got a hole. And he's hit hard by who else? Number 54, Noah Link. That's Reed Logie with the carry. And Link coming back in style.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He has always been a force on the defensive end. And now you can see in his return, he is making a statement. He is just fine. There's no doubt about it, Jackson.
Yeah, here we go. Offense breaking huddle again. 3rd and about 1 for the offense. Timeout. Broncos. And, yeah, you got to wonder about that. Maybe you just want to run out the clock and end the game there and not call a timeout. Maybe just run the play and hopefully get a first down, but that's okay.
In Prince George's corner, you do have to wonder why Kamloops had called the timeout, but maybe Coach Dave Arthurs is trying to help his kids finish the game with a score, especially because he does have a backup quarterback in and giving everybody a chance to score another touchdown, because it means a lot to a young kid who maybe didn't play a lot all year but gets a chance to have the ball and score in the most important game of the year. I think that would mean a lot to my kids if I was coach.
Yeah, definitely. And we see not only the backup quarterback coming in, but also the backup wide receiver, of course, in for Issa Zhao. And we see the ref tying some more shoes here as we're getting set. Offense is set up, defense set up. Coaches out of the huddles here, and it's 3rd down and 1. Big 3rd down, of course, for the Kamloops Broncos, and they will be under center. Give it to, there's a flag on the play for procedure against the offense, Byron.
Again, yep. Maybe the timeout had no effect, even though Dave Arthurs was trying so valiantly to help his young little kiddos out.
Yep, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down, and that changes the play almost indefinitely as look to run the ball to the outside to Tate or maybe pass the ball again.
Again, yeah, Rowe showing his capabilities as a passer. He does not have the same maybe quality of arm that that would be Eatkin possesses, but definitely in his own right a very good passer for the Broncos.
Here we go. Rao under center gives it to Tate. Cuts. And he stopped short. 1st down. Stashers, Byron.
Again, wow, nice stop there by the Stashers, stopping him just short of the 1st down. It is quite the stop there by the Stashers to walk away with some pride that they did shut out the Broncos in the second half.
Yeah, as there's 2.5 minutes about until the end of this game. So we'll see. Maybe they just drive it down. Maybe end it even with a score, Byron, and as the game seems pretty out of reach by now.
Anything is possible, but at this point, yes, I have to agree with you, Jackson. The game does really seem out of hand.
You see a kid just kind of diving into the offensive line there as 56 gets the ball. That's Dayton Pittman, and pretty good play by the Stashers.
Again, Stashers just looking to run the ball right up the middle where they believe Kamloops' weakness is. But in all honesty, they can have a weakness on defense with an offense so potent when they scored 30 points in the first half, even though in the second half they really haven't done too terribly much.
Yeah, here we go. 2nd down and around 6 or 7 for the Stashers as they huddle up. And it would be great to come off the field with the last score here, Byron. And you got to think that's what's in the coach's mind as they break the huddle. And 54, it looks like, will go under center here. That's Noah Lank. And Kamloops bringing everyone on the blitz. And 44 with a huge hit. Anthony Guerra Betson. That's a huge hit on the big man. And that's something you're going to want to see on the replay.
Absolutely no doubt about it. You see 54 lining up to go through, and you see just Anthony laying the boom with some authority, and I think that's going to be the stamp of the win here from Kamloops. That is an undeniable highlight in their championship win.
That's timeout for Prince George, and wow, the size difference on those two kids too. That's a huge hit, Byron, and that's my opinion. That's the hit of the game so far.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. That is definitely the hit of the game, Jackson. Now, you usually don't see hits like that in the Adam age group. Same, you don't really see that type of hit in the Pee Wee age group either, but that is a way to end a game. That is, with some authority, easily the best hit, maybe even the highlight of this game.
Yeah, so after that, it'll be 3rd down, and actually Noah got a yard off that before he got rocked, and so it'll be 3rd down.
At least he got something.
And around 6. 3rd down around 6 for the Stashers as he is in the shotgun here, it looks like. Oh, no, someone's under center there. Another quarterback. Oh, but the snap is fumbled, and it doesn't matter. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Broncos with 1.5 minutes left in this game, Byron.
I may have to take back the comment of shutting out the Broncos in the second half. Now they're going to get another chance here from the 25-yard line to possibly end the game on their note with another score here. Well, we hope the Stashers can hold them out of the end zone, mostly for their sake, and maybe to keep the score looking a little bit more respectable, because this has been a very, very entertaining game to watch.
Yeah, definitely, Byron. You said it all there. It's, of course, a score of 30-6 for the Kamloops Broncos late in the 4th quarter with number 7, Rowe, under center here. taking a knee. So, of course, they're going to try to run out the clock here. And it looks like Kamloops will walk away with the win, Byron.
No doubt about it.
As a couple knees here. And something you learned from this game, Byron, about the what seems to be provincial champions, Kamloops Broncos.
That the interior has some amazing football players coming up in the ranks of the under 10-year-olds. There are a lot of really, really good players, and I'm really excited to see them as they hit their middle school and high school days, especially our young quarterback here, Sheldon Aitken. He has a lot of potential, and I'm really excited for him in the future.
Yep, as we see Rowe under center again. Taking the snap and taking a knee. So, yeah, definitely, Byron. There's some really big talent here in the Adam division. Excuse me, here in Kamloops. And you can really see it. And this provincial winning team of the Kamloops Broncos really showed that they are the absolute best today.
Absolutely no doubt about it. I'm wondering if they may come down and play some of the Valley teams after this. That's also more of just a question. As we see here, the players are going to run the clock out with just under 40 seconds now. They will take the last knee. And the Kamloops Broncos are 2013.
No, it'll be first down for the Stashers.
Wait, what?
Time hasn't run out, Byron.
Okay, all right then.
Well, time hasn't run down, Byron. Of course, the game is over, but there's still 39 seconds on the clock for the Stashers to run it down.
I may have slightly lost track of the downs there. My apologies, folks.
Yeah, there's not 50 downs. There's only 3, Byron. So, so it seems like Noah Lank Noah Lank will take the shotgun snap here. Or no, he'll go under center. And he will run it to the outside. Oh, breaks a tackle or two, and he is down by number 86, Connor Rowland. And that's a nice tackle by Connor.
No doubt about it. Rowland with the really nice tackle there. Again, you see the carry by the quarterback, number 54, Noah Lank. Again, carrying the ball as much as he can and trying to make something to end the game on a good note here for the Prince George Stashers.
Second down and around 20 seconds left in this game. And all but say that the Kamloops Broncos are the provincial champions here, as this will be probably the second last play. Punting on second down, Byron. And
they may have gotten the first down there.
They may have. We'll see. As seems like there's a flag. There's no time on the clock here, as it is first down Stashers, and they get one more play, Byron.
No doubt about it. There you see the recovery by the Stashers. Now, a lot of people would definitely really wonder what is going through the coach's head if he's punting on second down, but you see there, that was a very effective play by the recovery, and a really lucky recovery there by the Stashers.
And they call a timeout.
They're going to call the timeout to preserve the time on the clock to make sure they get this last play.
There's no time on the clock, Byron. This is the last play.
I don't believe official time is kept on the score clock.
But you can. That's it. You can, in Canadian rules, you get to run a play with 0 seconds on the clock.
Yep. All right. Well, we still get one more play from the Stashers here if our official clock is accurate.
It is.
Well, I totally contradicted myself there. Sorry, folks. But if the clock here at Hillside Stadium is accurate, there are 0 seconds left. Apparently now there are 12 minutes left.
Sweet. We got another quarter of football here.
Woo!
At Hillside Stadium, as I'm sure the Adam kids will be thrilled as the Stashers line up for the last play of the game here.
Let's see if they can walk away with a score here. I'd be really excited if they could put some more points on the board here.
We'll see, as it is given to number 10, fumbled on the play, recovered by the Broncos. And that will be the game, folks. The hometown Kamloops Broncos will win the provincial 9-man championship at a score of 30-6, folks. And that was a heck of a ball game with no score in the second half, and really such a great game. Thanks for watching this live stream. You can continue watching for the award ceremony I'm Jackson Harvey.
And I'm Byron Dargatz. Thank you, everyone, on behalf of VBN Sports, BCFootball.TV, and all of our sponsors today, including Baron Rings. We thank you very much and have a wonderful night.